Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashem Hamashai Bahashem Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us as truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that are pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Aquath that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000 and one third, the hopeful elect of Israel. I'm the brother Yashawan back with the World War III daily update. Shalom and salutations to you all. I'm going to start right here. Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. We shall not regard silver and as for gold. They shall not delight. They cannot be bribed. Okay. Behold, I, as the Most High, stir up means to, to dawn the spirit of triumph. To be triumphant is what this means. Stir up. Behold, I will put the spirit of triumph on the Russians against them. Who is them? Babylon. Who's Babylon? America. Russian Medes. Babylon, America. God is putting a bold, triumphant spirit on Russia against the Americans. And they can't be bribed. All right? We're just going to jump into this. Danny Haifong started 51 minutes ago there in the middle of it. I'm going to just let it play. Take it away. Scott Ritter says, Mark Sloboda and Scott Ritter, NATO attacks Russia. Putin fires ICBM warning shot at Ukraine. World War III next. Question. Here we go.
Cold War. And of course, that's extremely dangerous. But again, they count that Putin is a cautious, pragmatic, calculating, rational human being.
But he's being stirred up right now by the Most High.
They feel free not to be. They feel free to escalate and poke and poke and poke. And that's well and good up, and they can call a bluff and call up until they can't. That's what is the snapping point. Do they know? Do we know? I don't know. So it leaves us all in an extremely precarious position. And I hope that this ultimately globally suicidal provocations by the Biden administration and by the UK and some other countries in Europe ends, with the incoming of the new U.S. administration, because we're literally in a worse scenario than the Cuban Missile Crisis in many ways, right? The U.S. and UK just fired ballistic missiles into Russia. But there's no recognition in the Western media of how serious this is whatsoever.
I've been trying to say that. I've been trying to say that for the last couple of days, and then whatever happened today, it's just crazy. Okay, does anybody understand the gravity? And people are just going on like ain't nothing happening. Right here it is. This is the end of the world, man. This is how it happens. It happens with ICBMs and nukes. Now you go back and look at what's trending in the last 2 days. Yesterday, it was nukes and World War III. Today, it's ICBM. Put all of that together. Put that together. That's trending. It's not me. All right, we're here. Here's where we are now.
And that's
it's almost normalized, Mark. It's almost normalized. Like the new normal, right? We heard that a lot during COVID, but this is the real new normal in my estimation. But continue.
You're right. That's exactly what it is. It's frightening, right? It's frightening not only because I live in Russia, but it's frightening for me thinking of the family members I still have in the United States as well, right? Because we really are, our whole generation.
We really are about to kill each other. Trick bags.
Not trained doesn't have an understanding of the dangers of nuclear conflict. And that's a direct result of this unipolar moment, this celebration of the winning of the Cold War in the U.S. narrative and perspective, with the self-dissolution of the Soviet Union, and those decades since where the U.S. has straddle the world, doing what they want with complete impunity, and that we've lost that, right? They don't have respect and fear for the opposing side anymore, and they don't even believe them. They all they say is, "Oh, look at Putin. He's so weak and desperate. He's swinging that nuclear dick around again. Ha ha ha." That's
Or we're afraid of the wrong things. We're told to be afraid of the wrong things with Russia rather
Yeah.
than the escalation. But continue. Sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, we can hope that some measure of sanity is restored as Biden exits the stage. And the very fact that I'm saying, with a Trump administration packed full of more neocons than a Snickers bar, that is the hope, and that's why I don't do hope, right? I start from the worst case assumption and allow myself to be selectively walked back by facts from that worst position. And yes, it makes me an absolutely miserable person in my life, who is constantly depressed and so forth. But it served me really well in analysis. And I'm rarely unpleasantly surprised. I only get very small pleasant surprises. There's that. I don't see any peace here, and from the news coming out of the Middle East, some of the things I've heard, I don't have any faith in peace there either, because apparently Israel is now at least discussing openly annexing the entire West Bank, and the International Criminal Court has finally issued arrest warrants for Netanyahu and Gallant, which is almost certain to make Israel and the U.S., whether the Biden or Trump admin, even more insane than they already are.
And there you have it. I'm going to get this and I'm going to dip out. Let's get second as is 13 and 30. 31. Start at 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another one, city against another one, place against another one, people against another, and one realm against another. This is your World War III. All the way up until this point right here, when they have to stop fighting each other and fight against those coming from the fourth dimension. Okay. So with that, we hope that the electorate edified you, brothers and sisters. Shalom.